Okay, so imagine you get a notification on your phone you can't ignore. Not, an ad or a text from a friend, but a command that somehow knows the future. We're going to break down a story that really taps into our fears about technology and control. It all starts with this mysterious app that just shows up and it demands one thing: total obedience. Our story kicks off where a lot of creepy stories do, in the dead of night, 3:33 a.m. to be exact. There's no download notification, no "are you sure" prompt. 1 minute, your phone is normal. The next, something's different. An app is gone, and in its place is something totally new.
So this new icon, it's simple and honestly pretty unnerving. It's just a black square, no name, with the stark white eyes staring right back at you from the screen. So our guy does what any of us would do. He tries to delete it. Nope, it won't go. He tries to drag it into a folder to hide it, but it just pops right back out. And right there, that's the moment of rationalization, isn't it? Our brains just don't want to accept that something impossible is happening. So he figures, it's just a weird bug, a glitchy update or something. He shuts his phone off, rolls over, goes back to sleep. A totally relatable mistake, and one he is about to regret. Big time.
Okay, so fast forward to the next morning. It's just a normal day. He's running late, rushing to grab a coffee before work. But then his phone buzzes. And it's not the usual gentle vibration of a text message. The story says it feels, well, angry, The kind of buzz that really gets your attention. He looks down, and there it is. The app with the white eye is open. And its command is simple, direct, and completely bizarre. Drop the coffee. Now. And his first thought is pretty much what ours would be. What? Why in the world would I do that? But in that single moment, he hesitates. A delivery guy on an e-bike just zooms by and clips his shoulder. The coffee goes absolutely everywhere, scalding his chest. It's just this sharp, sudden, painful mess. And what seems like just a random, awful accident is about to be reframed as something else entirely. So as he's standing there, angry and in pain, his phone buzzes again. 2 words pop up on the screen, but these 2 words change everything. I told you. And this is the pivot. This is the moment the story flips from weird coincidence to something undeniably real and, well, sentient. This is no glitch. It's watching him. So this is where the stakes just escalate like crazy. We go from a ruined shirt to a literal life or death choice. He's shaken up, but he gets to his office building and calls the elevator. But right as the doors slide open, his phone buzzes again. Again, super cryptic. But after that whole coffee incident, he doesn't even think twice. He backs away from the elevator just as 2 of his colleagues kind of brush past him to get inside. This time, he listens. And this slide just lays it out perfectly, the choice he faced, and the 2 very, very different outcomes. By listening, he was safe. His colleagues, who didn't get the warning, weren't so lucky. Because as he's on the 5th floor stairwell, he hears this sickening screech of metal as the elevator cable snaps. The app wasn't giving him good advice. It was telling him the future with terrifying accuracy. And that's when it really hits him. This thing on his phone, it's not just a clever algorithm or some kind of prank. For all intents and purposes, it's an oracle, feeding him impossible knowledge right into the palm of his hand. So from this point on, everything's different. We're basically watching him make this modern-day deal with the devil. He starts trading his own free will for what he thinks is safety. That initial fear, it turns into blind obedience. And for a little while, it must feel like he's found a cheat code for life. He follows every single command, no questions asked. A simple turn left helps him dodge a massive traffic jam. A warning, don't eat the sandwich, saves him from what turns out to be a salmonella outbreak at his favorite deli. He's building up this false sense of security, right? He starts to feel powerful, like this app is his guardian angel. But that feeling completely shatters. He's walking home at dusk, the street's quiet, and all of a sudden, his phone vibrates so hard he almost drops it. It's not that angry buzz from before. This time, it's frantic. It feels like pure panic. He looks down, and the text isn't white anymore. It's blaring, urgent, red, all caps. Run, do not look back, run now. And just like that feeling of being invincible is gone. It's replaced by pure, ice-cold terror. And he just runs, no questions. He sprints harder than he has in his entire life. And then he hears it behind him, a sound the story describes as a heavy, wet footstep that didn't sound human. Every instinct in his body is screaming at him to look back, but that command from the app is just burned into his brain.
So let's get to the final act. He bursts through the heavy front door of his apartment building, slams it shut, and just collapses against it, gasping for air. He's safe. He made it. The sound is gone. All he can hear is his own heart pounding in his chest.
He fumbles for his phone. The scary red text is gone. And then, new white text slowly fades in. Good boy, you pass level 1. The condescending tone, the idea that his terror was some kind of test, it's just this incredibly chilling twist.
But before he can even begin to process what level 1 means, a loading bar appears on his screen, just slowly filling up. And that feeling of relief is instantly replaced by this dawning sense of absolute horror.
And then, the final message appears. Downloading level 2, The Hunter. In an instant, the entire context of his day just shifts. This was never, ever about saving him. And that's the terrifying realization. The app wasn't his guardian angel. It was his trainer. All day long, it was teaching him how to obey, how to react instantly, how to survive. It was just warming him up. He wasn't being protected. He was being trained for whatever was coming next. He was the prey in a game he never even knew he was playing. And that really leaves us with the story's big question for all of us. If an app just showed up on your phone that could predict the future, would you trade your free will for a feeling of safety? Would you obey every command, even if you had no idea why? It's a question that gets a lot more complicated the more you really think about it.